sommes vendredi. Parlons en français. Je ne peux pas parler français. Apprenons la français. And parlons anglais. So, my speech today is going to be a little bit tricky because I have an ulcer under my tongue. And it's hard to say stuff. Really, really hard to say stuff. Anyway, we're going to walk a little bit further this time. Friday. It's a Friday. That's a plane. And actually I want to take a... No, we're not going to learn... No, it's French. Je suis promenade dans la quartier. We are walking around the neighborhood. And cette nuit, no, le ciel est clair. Le ciel est clair. C'est nuit. La soir. Right? Le ciel est clair la soir. Let's double check that later when we go back. Anyway, I'm walking through the main road. Actually, it's the bad time because today I want to talk a lot of stuff. I really want to talk a lot of stuff, and it's very important because this is right now, or rather right now, I'm in the crossroad. Not say crossroad, right? It's by choice. I can choose to, not do it. But it's gonna be investment stuff. And I'm gonna say it's not even an investment, it's more like I just want to buy. I just want to buy, and it costs. Yeah, that's the problem right now, right? Previously, it can be easy, like, yeah, no problem, I can buy. But now the problem is, after knowing the cost, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. As much as crazy as it is, see, that's the thing, I don't know what's the potential of it. But after looking at a lot of, not say indication, but reading some of the history, not for that item, it's a crypto NFT, right? Again, and before I get to the price, I'm going to put this, right? So, crypto, everything was great like 3 years ago, 2017. Yeah, that was before I even start crypto trading and stuff. So some of those things we can't do much, right? And the first lesson is we really can't do much on the past, because that's what happened to me as well. Like that's what happened 2017, and then when it kicked off on February early this year, which I already predicted when I saw Bitcoin, right? And let's put this way, Bitcoin is still the main focus when people people ask what is cryptocurrency, it's Bitcoin, right? So early this year, in fact last year I saw a surge of the pandemic makes it even more lucrative, technically speaking, because everybody just want to get out of the centralized thing. And cool. I know, sidetracked a little bit, but bear with me. I'm supposed to do something. I'm supposed to play Pokemon. But vlog is more important. We're gonna skip-a-roo and come here, so we can shorten our journey. So yeah, so beginning of 2021, right? 21. Unfortunately, I do not have money. If not, I would have bought. It also scares me, also, right? I might not have bought it, and then I'll regret. So anyway, that's quick history. So crypto comes in, everything goes up. Late last year, early this year, right? Everything went up like crazy. If you see the charts and the potential that you can earn, right, it's very high. And sadly, this is a sad part, right? Sadly, this is one of those things that we do not know. Like, you can buy stocks and it just goes up and up, right? But at the same time, one of my experience is I actually buy stocks as well, and then it became nothing, right? Like, for me, it's a total write-off, right? Easy, it's a total write-off. And see, that's the problem right now. It's because when I buy stocks back then, not to say I buy without thinking, it's one of those things where you research as best as you can, and you think you make a good decision, or you think you got in early, but it did not, right? It did not really work out as expected. And that's a bicycle. I thought it's a scooter, e-scooter. So yeah, so right now I'm at that crossroad, right? This is one of those times where, not to say I have the opportunity, but it's one of those times where I can say, hey, do I really want to invest? Like invest, and it has nothing to see. The thing is, nobody preach it. I ran and read up myself, get all the information myself, make sure it's not say make sure it's airtight, but observe. Technically speaking, it's not airtight yet because there's a few information lacking here and there, but it could be too late once I reach to that part. So that's the somebody passed by and they was not they is just one person smoking weed. I can smell it, right? I can smell weed, is easy. Okay, anyway, detour with this. So I was saying, like, this is one of those times, or this is in the crossroads where I can say, hey, I can invest. Should I invest? Should I invest? This is a very critical juncture because I'm going to tell you the price right now. It is minimum $3,000. Right? That's Canadian dollars. That's this singular investment dwarfs all my other it dwarfs all my other stupid attempts, right? And yeah, can get rid of and that scares me, right? That really scares me, and it's not to say it's dangerous, but it is a dangerous slippery slope. So on one end, right, it is not to say pure investment, it is partial investment. Can I use the word partial investment? Because technically speaking, I get a product, right? The product costs $3,000. And so yeah, this is the next part. What scares me is that the moment I buy, right? The moment I give in and buy, and everything just go up. But nothing beats my biggest purchase, which is getting a mortgage, right? Paying. But even so, that time, I'm gonna cut it to another part, right? That'll be probably tomorrow, maybe. But yeah, no, I'll leave it tomorrow. Spending big money, right? The feeling of spending big money. So yeah, so back to what I was thinking is spending big money. Okay, yeah, no. What scares me is if I buy and then, not to say I cannot control. Actually, it is a little bit, because right now it's not to say buy by feeling, but buy because I have hopes that it might potentially be a thing. That's one thing. That's one thing I'm trying to get enough information. But so on one end, there is another NFT or crypto that follows this route, or rather that has done it, right? See, the thing is, this is not the first time, but it's the first time for this company, but it's not the first time. There is another similar product, right? It took off. It really took off. But out of every game, actually not really game, it is an NFT game per se, but it's not truly a game. But and other similar product, I'm gonna call it product because this is technically a game, quote unquote. It did picked up, right? So it picked up quite a lot, and that the one that scares me is that we're gonna enter the realm of all this crypto thingy thing, and if it's something that, like, okay, I'll put it this way: games will not last. Not say last forever, but games will not last. Will not last forever. Okay, I'll put it this way: because at the end of the day, there will be a handful of people, and that handful of people will be just a small community. And we all know that unless the small community is rich people, millionaires, then it's a different story. But I'm gonna say in general, when the community becomes small, it becomes a niche. But at the same time, a lot of people thought toys and comics was a niche, right? Okay, that's the reason why I'm going to bring this out, because this is my, not say definition, but this is as much research that I've put in, is that not all, okay, again, I'm not saying not all, but this stuff you only can see 20-30 years down the road. It is it is a long game, right? Stuff that you put in money, and you don't expect to see. You have to do a total write-off. In that case, for my case, the investment that I did when I was in Malaysia to a Malaysian company, yeah, that's a total loss. That even that itself also, oh no, it dwarfs. Yeah, and I can share that one. I can share. I put about 2,000 Aussie dollars. Yeah, get nothing. So yeah, that's the part that scares me, is that not to say the money, right? Money can always earn back. Oh, which actually I'll close with a very interesting, not saying news, but I managed to score something great. Right, it's a follow-up for yesterday, and a camper van. Really want to get, not to see that camper van, but that van. Get a van like that, and then stealth camp. Right, that'd be great. And yeah, but anyway, that's just putting out. So before I close this small little segment, before we move on to the next, is yes, $3,000 really scares me. It's one of those things that I just need to let it out, right? Just let it out, put a very good decision. I'm feeling I will do it. It's one of those things that if you don't try, you do not know category, but at the same time, is it a informed choice? In fact, this one little purchase, just one, dwarfs all my recent investment, right? But however, being said, if let's say I can cash out my collectibles, right, I can pay up for everything, right? So on one end, technically speaking, I'm counting my eggs. I'm counting my chicken before it hatches. Counting my eggs is that I, technically speaking, already profit. I already got profit. So if I buy this and if this fails, alright, let's say I put in this and it fails straight away, but I've cashed out my previous collectibles, then I earn some money. I mean, no profit. In this case, I'm gonna call it break even, right? Break even. But as I said, the collectibles that I have, it's for the long run, and it's for the future. It's for something that I never know. I might be able to buy a land. Land might be a far-fetched. A house most likely, but I never know. Could be land, right? So this is one of those small little things that, not to say I put hope, but I need to train myself to be less hopeful. Everybody wants to be hopeful. Come on. Question is opportunity, right? Opportunity presents itself, but it's one of those things that opportunity with a price tag. Is that an opportunity? I don't know. I really don't know. Well, that's that for sharing. So follow-up for tomorrow, follow-up from yesterday is that yes, finally I got my Christmas vacation. Fantastic. And not say surprisingly, but I'm gonna say surprisingly, I managed to score cheap tickets, or rather tickets that I won't complain. I got about a return flight from Vancouver to where, you ask? I'm going to reveal in Christmas, right? It's Christmas, so basically I will have my Christmas celebration out of Vancouver. Yep, Christmas celebration out of Vancouver with, of course, relatives, right? Extended families, relatives. Yeah, I'm going to cut, yeah. And the reason is I'm not going to, but that will cost another thing, because I don't want to show the address and stuff. That's why it won't be on the vlog, right? Family and friends, I'm gonna keep it off vlog, which is location, address, and faces. Alright, as best as I can. But the general location, because it's out of Vancouver, yeah, I can share that. And guess how much I score? And I score around 510. Okay, I'm gonna say 550 return flight. That's 250 per way on a bought, not say last minute, but quite last minute per se, for a big festive holiday like Christmas. Christmas is big here. I think it's great. So those are stuff I don't mind spending, right? So those are the things that I can easily say, yeah, that's alright. Even though if it's $1,000, no, $1,000 is a bit pushing. That's really pushing. But yeah, but 700. Because yesterday I did a calculation, 700. I was like, you know what, 700? Yeah, you know what, I can. It's long overdue promise. It's not to say it's worth the money, but it's a money that I can pay without thinking too much. But at the same time, of course, we want to save as much as I can. Right? I want to save as much as I can because, you know, stuff like this. And what if, right? So this is a very dangerous, the ultimate closure. What if I decided to invest, alright? I invested $3,000, gone. Poof. That's gonna bite. That's gonna bite me. That's really gonna bite me. How bad would it bite me? That's another question. Because $3,000, that's 3 months worth of rent, like that I've thrown away, technically speaking, right? So if I managed to get people to rent my place, I could have easily buy that, right? Right. But yeah, money can always find back. Right? It has to be a calculated risk. I've calculated. Is it enough calculation? I don't know. I really don't know. Till then, je te verrai demain, because we can continue this on a weekend. And yeah, that's about it. Oh.